Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. We're going to read this beautiful Murli today of 11th September 1971. The double refined stage. Do you wish to speak today, or do you wish to see? Do you wish to see and not speak? Do you have the experience that you're able to say with your eyes whatever you wish to say instead of with your mouth? Is this possible? Does this happen? Today, this is the gathering of those who are master knowledgeful, powerful, and successful. So are you not able to know this through the eyes? To reveal your feelings of the heart and the thoughts of the intellect is also a lesson of your study, is it not? So speak. What does Bab Dada wish to say today? Do you know that? You're master knowledgeful, are you not? So let's take a pause here for a moment and just reflect. Do you wish to see and not speak? And do you have the experience that you're able to say with your eyes whatever you wish to say instead of with your mouth? So observe your own eyes. And understand Baba's question. Now let's continue. Since you have studied this lesson, are you ready to take a test on this lesson? You are Mahavirs anyway. This is a group of Mahavirs, is it not? You are those who are in charge of charging the batteries of others. Bab Dada is saying that this is the group of those who have passed number-wise, whilst crossing many things and having had many experiences. Have you not passed? There are 3 types of pass. So Baba is describing now. So you have to pass in these 3 aspects of passing. One is to pass by a road or a situation. Another is to pass in your study. And to be close is also pass. जैसे हम हिंदी में कहते हैं, मेरे पास. So near me, close to me, is also pass. So to be close means to be a close jewel. A tilak of the trident means to pass in all 3 aspects of pass. Are you not able to see this tilak? Can you see the tilak of the trident on the foreheads of all those in this group? Just stop here for a second. And everybody who is right now in the Murli class, in fact, all those in the universe, can you see the tilak of the trident on their foreheads? Do you know what Bab Dada is seeing this gathering as? You have a vision of yourself, do you not? Are you able to have a vision of yourself at the present time? Speaking to Dadi, look, this is the image that grants a vision, and all of you are the observers. So tell Baba what vision you are seeing of this group. This one is the mic, and you are the might. Is it like this? This one gives might, and that mic speaks. What vision is Bab Dada seeing? Do you not have the double crown now? If you do not have the double crown now, you will not be able to have the double crown in the future. So today, Baba is seeing the gathering of the Raj Rishis who have the double crown, the tilak, and the throne. The gathering of the future is tasteless compared to the present time. If you see yourself in your confluence-aged form of the most elevated human beings who follow the elevated code of conduct with the crown, the tilak, and the throne, and together with that, you also see your future form, then out of the two, which form would be clear, attractive, divine, and spiritual? That of the present or of the future? So you constantly have a vision of your forms and also give others a vision of that, do you not? Or are you still preparing yourself behind the curtains? Have you not come onto the stage? At the present time, in what form do you stay on the stage? To what extent do you consider your stage at the present moment? One is the final stage. So is your stage final? Is it fine or is it refined? Nowadays, do you know that refined is also double refined? So is it refined now? Do you wish to become double refined or just refined? You have become refined completely, have you not? Now you have to come to be double refined. What is the final date? If you do not have this ready in advance, how will your bhagats and your subjects have a vision of your perfect stage? Then they will make all sorts of warped images. If they have a vision of the final stage of your perfection, what image will they create? They will also create a refined image. So you have to give them a vision of your perfection. If you fill your bhagats with the sanskars of singing praise, then from the copper age, as soon as they come down, they will sing praise in front of your images. You have to fill all the souls with the sanskars of all the systems and customs of this time. Do you not? The time for filling those souls with the sanskars of all the systems and customs of this time, the time for filling those sanskars is now. Later on is the time to do it practically. In the same way, at this time, you're filling yourselves with the sanskars of being worship-worthy and a worshipper for the entire kalpa. To the extent that you become worship-worthy, accordingly, your stage of being a worshipper will be created automatically. So just as you fill the souls with the sanskars for the entire kalpa, in the same way, you have to fill your bhagats with sanskars of this time. As is your form, so you will fill them with those sanskars. Therefore, you must now take yourself to the final stage very quickly. Create such a final stage that you do not have to pay a fine even now. Those who are double refined will not be fined. There is no fine for those who have created their final stage. Therefore, finish whatever files still remain. If even the Mahavirs have to pay a fine, then what is their bravery? This is why you were told that Bap Dada does not wish to speak today. You are those who understand with just a signal. Today, this is the group of those who are seated on the throne. So how will they understand? Just by hearing something. If even now you only do something when you are told about it, then that is the stage of being human. You are more elevated than the deities. Call them Brahmins or angels. Even angels understand with signals. Those who are residents of the earth will only do something when they are told about it. Acha. What does Bap Dada consider this group to be in front of the entire world? You must tell Baba only of what you are. You are those who make the whole world bow down, not those who bow down to someone. This group is not one that will bow down even in front of Bap Dada. This group is those who make Baba their servant. So is that bowing down or making others bow down? Whatever praiseworthy words there are in the world, you're all of that. Today, Bap Dada is seeing the perfect form. How nicely Baba is portraying this today. Those who do not have any thought without an order are those who are constantly obedient. Such souls are called constantly obedient. This group has passed in this subject, has it not? Always stabilize yourself in the stage of being an obedient soul and then create any thought. Those who are completely obedient are the ones who become completely faithful. This group is close to perfection, is it not? What is complete faithfulness? What is the main virtue of those who are faithful? Their main virtue is to look after everything, even if they lose their life. They will not cause loss to anything unnecessarily. If you waste your thoughts, time, word, or actions, or if it is going into the account of loss, would that be called faithful? Have you become obedient, honest, and faithful from the moment you took birth? You have to be honest with even a small penny. So from the moment you took birth, did you make the promise that you would use your mind, that is your thoughts, your time, and whatever actions you perform for the sake of godly service of the Father? Have you surrendered yourself completely? So all this is for the godly service of the Father. If instead of godly service, your thoughts, time, or your actions are being performed wastefully, what would you call that? Would you call that completely faithful? Do not think, what does 1 second matter if you're not honest with even just 1 paisa? Then you cannot be called completely faithful. This group is one of those who are completely faithful and fully obedient, is it not? What would you call such a group that is completely faithful, obedient, and honest? Namaste. What happens after Namaste? Baba is fully obedient. He's happy to see all of you. This is the decoration of the court of the confluence age. Acha. Om Shanti. Very nice, Murli. In this double refined stage, Baba has so nicely explained your perfect form and also explained how you can be able to see with your eyes whatever you wish to say instead of with your mouth, and how you are a Mahavir, and how you can see yourself in that perfect form. So let's reflect on this Murli for some time, and then we can start the sharing. So are we ready to share? Who would like to begin? What is your takeaway with this Murli? It's not a long Murli today, fairly short, but very intense.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
Today I like this point. Those who are double refined will not be fine. There is no fine for those who have created their final stage. Therefore, finish whatever files still remain. So Baba said, all these you can understand by my signal, that is vision, not by my mouth. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, sister.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti, Kisharban.
Om Shanti, all Master Shivas. As I'm looking at you, I can see all of you as you gave us a picture. Each one of us in our group, I can see that lovely tikka of trident on your forehead and the tilak in it. We all look like Master Shivas. What a vision you gave us. Immediately, I put all that and all the participants. We are all Mahavis. That's the first vision I got when you just started the Murli. We are all Master Shivas, all charging each other's batteries. Each of our wire is connected to everyone to the host and then to the powerhouse. We are all Mahavis. We are absolutely refined and double. I think that's the first vision which I still carry, and I would like to carry it sitting on the globe on the universe. I liked the vision which was first given on Shanti.
Thank you, sister. Yes, such a nice divine vision. And the entire family is in that divine vision form. Great. Thank you. Anyone else?
Om Shanti.
Om
Good morning,
Shanti, brother.
Divine Family. Yeah. So I like this point where Papa said, you are more elevated than deities. Papa said, call them Brahman or angels. So this angels, they understand everything by signal. So here, those residents right on earth, we normal human beings. So they do something when they are told about it. So we should be we are more elevated, so we should be doing everything by signal.
Yeah. Yes, wonderful, brother. Thank you for sharing.
Just one more point which I liked when Papa said is about Dadi and Didi.
Yes.
About Dadi, Papa said Mike, and Didi, Papa said might. This one give might, and that one is Mike who speaks.
Right. Thank you, brother. Any other new point? You remember Baba also said, okay, I can see in the text, Sister Girja has written, Master Shiva Mahavirs, decorate yourself.
As
And become holy swans.
Shanti, sister, one brother spoke about Dadi, but I think today this group, Baba is talking about this Abhyaktwani group, which is here listening to his morning Murli every day. So all of us over here, if we are mics, Just see each one of us over here, we become mics. What a revelation we can really make. Because Avyaktavani, immediately after the Amrit Vela, it is such a strong dose of injection which goes to the intellect. So I think more than you all are the Didis and the Dadis, and that mic I like. Then coming to today's Murli, I was just churning, sister, the word refined. If you see, we have refined iron, refined this. I used to think, what is this double refined? Sometimes for advertisement, they say, just to see, to removes, they say the original one has a lot of impurities. Like even good may, when the good we put in water, they say it has got impurities. They say heat it and then filter it and then put it in water. So there is a process even when we are cooking to refine it. But what is Baba talking about refining over here? Is he asking us to remove the coarseness? So there are a lot and lot of process involved: cleaning, clarifying, distilling, so that we become elegant. And this. So I was thinking, what was Baba's recipe? The manufacturer's recipe we have heard. I wanted to go through the complete process from the time I am in Baba's hand till my final stage. What is that process of refined? So I think that would be nice to really know what is my manufacturing process in the hands of Baba.
Yes, very nicely portrayed, sister. And somewhere in the Murli, actually, Baba says also, do you see yourself in the present in that form? And do you also see yourself in the future? Or are you waiting for the future and not seeing it right now in the present? And do you see it from your birth or do you see it later? So I think that process of manufacturing is what he's saying. It is immediate, it's from now. So you're in that double refined stage right from the beginning, so that people are already seeing you with the tilak on the throne with the double crown in that perfect form. And also Sister Shivani has added here, because might is required to sustain and look after the yajna and its Brahmins, whereas the mic is required for sustaining souls who are yet to be enlightened. So Baba needs both. Thank you for sharing, sister. And also, you do not have to bow down. Yes, there was this nice line in the Murli. In fact, he said, Baba will bow down. It was so humble of Baba to say such a thing, but he's putting you in that such an elevated, perfect stage by saying that in the Murli. And create such a final stage that we do not have to pay a fine. Sister Rajlakshmi is saying, choose who are double fined will not be fined. Those who are double fined, refined will not be fined. Yes, this was one important sentence in the Murli of today. And Balvinder's sister is saying, wow, such a wonderful Murli. She's very motivated and just dancing in happiness, just listening to you. Wow, I'm a master, Shiva. Wow. I'm greater than the deity. Yes, Baba, I need time, patience to meet your expectations. I'm in the process of reforming. Thank you, sister. Anyone else would also like to share?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Yeah, anything refined is more powerful, right? So Baba says you are double defined. So for example, this, normal fuel normal fuel is used for normal vehicle, but that's not the normal fuel which is used in aeroplane or anything that which is flying. So there it is used refined fuel because it has to fly. Right? So similarly, um, normal stage of ours is, I think, the calming stage, and the refined stage is I think our that is fast stage, right? And our double defined stage, I don't know what Baba is really meaning here. Our stage that which gives vision to others, or our powerful stage that uplifts everyone around us.
Yes. Thank you, brother. And also, Sister Rajalakshmi has added in the chat, to be completely, faithfully, then we should not waste 1 second also, as every pi counts. Yes, Baba especially gave that example, to be honest, and every paisa also you have to be honest. So every thought, every emotion and action that you are relating to has to be honest and faithful. And who is faithful? Do you remember what the Murli said about that? How do you describe being faithful?
Like a true soldier, looking after everyone, no waste thoughts, being honest. I think like one is faithful to their country, like a true soldier. I also look after the yagya, I look after the family, looking after everyone.
Yes. In fact, Baba, in this faithful para, he added in the end,
Obedient
somebody,
and
yes, obedient. And in fact, he wrote in towards the end that somebody, I think the line was, if you can give your life, have you surrendered yourself completely? So what is the main virtue of those who are faithful? Is that they look after everything, even if they lose their life. So, sister, like the example you gave of a soldier, where you put others before your own life, that kind of service, that kind of faith in the Almighty is a very high level virtue. And they will not cause loss to anything unnecessarily. If you waste your thoughts, time, words, or if it's going into the account of loss, that would not be faithful. You have to be obedient, honest, and faithful, right from the time you took your birth. All this is for the godly service of the Father.
Sister, after reading the Murli, can we say we are still in the process of being doubly refined? Because if it's doubly refined, take for example a sugar or something, they'll put it on the shelf only when everything is over, then they will stamp it as doubly refined. But now we have Baba says final stage. So I think I should still think I'm still in that process. I have not yet been branded and put on the
I think you're
okay, here the gates are open. Can we say the process is
my intuitive feeling when you're saying this is you're already there. Believe that. And that is what Baba is wanting, that you actually see yourself in that perfect form. And you see yourself with that tilak, with the double crown, sitting on the throne in the most perfect form. And you are there already now in that most refined form, in that perfection. And each one of us, and in this divine family, we can see each one of us in that confluence stage, in that very perfect form.
There is pointing to this Murli, which where Baba says that if even now you only do something when you are told about it, then that is the stage of being human. You are even more elevated than the deities. Call them Brahmins or angels. Even angels understood with signals. Those who are the residents of the earth will only do something when they are told about it. So what I was getting when I was reflecting on this point is those who are going to be deities in the golden age are the souls who would do everything right in the moment here. And the main virtue that Baba is talking today is going beyond sound. in the beginning of the Murli, Baba says that those who can speak through their eyes, that is the stage which one has to reach in. And this is a distinction that Baba is giving between being a human and going beyond the stage of deity in the present time. So the point to note here is how quickly can I speak through my vibrations, my energy, my eyes is the stage that I have to look at. And to perform service, it has to come from within, not to wait for somebody to tell that this is what you're supposed to do. That's the takeaway for me. Om Shanti.
Yes, Rakhi sister, thank you for sharing. And also for me, I love that first line, the takeaway that can you actually, with your eyes, convey what you need to say without actually saying. And you reach that beautiful stage of perfection or enlightenment or combined form with Baba that your eyes are enough. And just what you want to say can be seen from your eyes. And that's a very perfect stage of spreading the beautiful vibrations all around you with whomever you meet. They can experience that same vibration. So Girja sister says, Baba's lovely approach, nazar se nihal drishti ke, catches us when he comes, and he loves the language of the eyes. Eyes is actually the mirror of the face. Mostly, if you reflect on the people when you interact with them, the eyes speak a lot. कहते हैं ना कि even if somebody is lying, you can see from the face, from the eyes, that he's lying. Because the eyes tell you everything, the honesty of the person. And you soon begin to see the eyes and you can make out the stage of the person by just looking at the eyes. So I really connected to that first sentence myself because I really feel that the eyes tell you a lot. Sometimes they say he was smiling, but his eyes do not smile. So the smiling is the lip movement, the smile is there, but eyes did not smile along. So that means it was like artificial. It was not the obedient, loyal form. I don't know if anybody would like to share, something what I'm talking about, because in your own experiences, you may have met a lot of people. You can actually see this happening.
A simple example for this is even in Lokik world, we will see so many times the mother speaks to the child through her eyes. So very, very simple example is going to be in the childhood when manners are taught to a child, not to take anything that's been given from others. So say for a simple example, if in a neighbor's house, the child is going and a neighbor is offering something and the mother wants to put the manners at place that not every time it's offered to you, you need to take things. She will not speak at that point of time. She'll only speak through her eyes and the child understands.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And let me also tell you, right now, like on the screen, I can see names because the videos are off. And I don't see any of you, but I can actually experience you. I don't know if you feel the same thing. I can experience you all being there in the divine form. I can experience your eyes looking at the screen, or some of you in the meditative form as a part of that confluence age. And I think as we try to do that, we can see the whole divine family in that perfect form, the way Baba is seeing us.
Sister, I love the way Raki Ben said about a mother. I think that's what a child learns first, the sign of a mother when it is hungry, that care which she gives, for a small infant. And like that, Baba is doing it. You told me to share, what is the best thing I like when Bap Dada comes? Of course, his first drishti. But that first drishti, he goes on to the whole hall. But in the end, When Bab Dada is about to leave, I don't know how many of you have watched. In fact, I catch it on camera. That side look which Baba gives, that corner, Bab Dada, that corner of the eyes, saying, see, I'm leaving, take from me, take from you. Oh, I'm telling you, that's such a lovely take away from me when Bab Dada leaves, that I start singing it on Ab Mat Jana, Ab Mat Jana. I think that Drishti, in this I experienced it. And yes, in Lokik, eyes can speak a lot of pure love.
Yes, thank you, Deja Bhan. Very nicely portrayed. Anybody else who has not spoken so far? Usha Bhan, Ami sister, Bhanu sister, Bharti Bhan, Sridhar Bhai. Anything special that you would like to add?
Shanti, sister. So most of the films we saw no, in that films, the lovers speak always with their eyes.
Very nicely portrayed, and actually that's a very valid point. And that's actually in a very pure form of connecting to the Almighty. If you reflect on when you had these lovers, Lokik, experiences, and the same thing when you experience it with Baba, you can connect to a similar, in fact, a much higher feeling of divinity. One point which probably has not yet come up in the sharing that I would like to share. You remember Baba said that there are 3 types of past. Anybody would like to remember this? He said in the beginning of the Murli, there are 3 types
Yes,
of past.
sister. 3 types of pass. To pass by a road or a situation, to
Yes.
pass in your study, to pass in Hindi, to be closed means to be a closed well. And Baba
Yes.
said a tilak of threaded means to pass in all 3 aspects of us. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sister, for reminding everyone. So I found this was also quite a nice way of expressing to pass the situation. That means like you're crossing the bridge. And what was the second one? To pass the study. So you can cross the bridge, you can complete your study, pass the beautiful exam that Baba has put in front of you, and then finally become so past to Baba, so close, so near that you're in the combined form. Anyone else would like to share before we continue with the meditation and a small announcement that has to be made? Rakhi sister, should we continue then with the announcement if no one else is having anything to add?
Yes, sister.
Okay, so this is the announcement for tomorrow for the Sunday class, a very different class on Sunday. This is going to be done by a very senior sister, BK Nirja Behen. And the topic is Create Fate with Faith. So very nice subject, to create fate with faith. So all of you, please do join in at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. And you can also pass this message and this flyer to your friends and family so that others can also join in and take advantage of this talk. Om Shanti. So should we do a short meditation now?
Yes, sister.
Okay. So completely relax. Mind, body, soul, vibrations are such that you're in a beautiful stage already. And as you breathe in and breathe out, You can experience the surrender to the Almighty Baba. And as you experience that surrender, you focus on your inner light in the center of your forehead, a beautiful, sparkling, shining light. And see yourself exiting the body, experiencing the world of soul consciousness, leaving the body far behind, going higher and higher into the subtle world, and even much higher than that. And visualize Baba there, Bab Dada there as the supreme light, and your light shining in its most perfect form, receiving the grace of Baba and Bab Dada. And you also see the light of the full divine family there, all in their soul forms, in the most happy state, seeing yourself as a dot that you have crossed, you have passed so many levels of the atmospheric levels when Baba said, passing over. And now you've passed in your exam with 100%. In the most perfect, most refined stage, perfectly double refined. See yourself and see the divine family sitting on those beautiful thrones with the double crowns, with the Trimurti, 3 lines on your foreheads, in the very subtle vibratory form around your dot. You see each other in that perfect divine form. And Baba smiling that you actually recognize your perfect form as a beautiful deity with 100% love, unconditional love for everyone around. Most refined, perfect. See yourself there and pause for a minute in this beautiful stage. The light so nice and powerful and warm. My own soul, my dot shining so brightly. I am a pure soul, a powerful soul, a divine soul. I am in my perfect stage, combined with the supreme light of Baba. And I see my divine family in its most perfect stage, most refined, double refined, with the double crown, with the tilak sitting on the beautiful throne. And I acknowledge each other with such respect and love, the powerful energies being shared with one another now in the moment. And Baba's eyes and his drishti on each one of us, blessing us completely to continue to be in this divine stage forever. Not even a moment that we slip. And with this divine blessing, we slowly start coming back as beautiful, energized souls into our body, and a body that is only an instrument. And the soul is now speaking through the eyes. And Baba has blessed everyone today in this divine family to send the beautiful drishti and vibrations through the eyes, where even without speaking, you will be sending out love, powerful energy, and helping the vibrations all around. See this happening. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Harpreet sister. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a lovely day. Om Shanti.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.